with the competition, guys. We're gonna get started with the grand finals. Let's go for Multiversus.
Fist bumps out. Everybody getting prepared. Everyone at home. Everybody watching the crowd. Here we are. $100,000 first official offline grand finals.
Let's go. NAKAT and VoiD having to come out of the loser side, having to try to make this run back and the comeback against RoseJ and mirrorman. And already off the rip though, in Sky Arena with no platforms, you have a lot of the ability to try to jump around these projectiles, but you're going to be using your utility to do that.
That dominant stage control that you get, like you said, from that rocket in so much of this, but NAKAT playing to the skies, trying to chase him all the way up to the top. You have to be able to invalidate that if you are Bugs and Velma, and they do that so well.
Look at him dancing around, not just the rockets, but also the megaphone from the Velma here as well. Currently with VoiD putting in a lot of that damage, a lot of that pressure, you still have to worry about mirrorman and that down air.
And you talk about that tether earlier from Leviathan with that Rain Dog, but that shield very similar, lets you dive into your team and fully carrying all the way up to the side, gonna avoid that lasso of truth to go ahead and snipe out that potential life on the bottom.
NAKAT understanding, I'm not gonna overextend and jump off the stage in this situation because you know that Bugs down air is so powerful, but so is that bat too.
That nair to down air, nair to up air is so consistent. It is so hard to get away from, but the anti-air up attack from Wonder Woman is going to find the first mark.
What a great way to catch a landing right there too, with the first life being lost here away from RoseJ and mirrorman. Here comes the rocket coming all the way down again. But meanwhile, your entire teammate is off to the side, and VoiD and NAKAT are ready to bring out the heat.
You're so focused on paying attention to Wonder Woman flying in, you forgot to pay attention to the menace that is Tom and Jerry sniping you off the side. But the up air is still not enough. But the blue team is taking a lot of damage. They cannot afford to land unsafely against Bugs right now.
There you go, now you can see with the rocket coming out, jumping right out of it actually, to try to help move around VoiD. They see VoiD in his sides. You know exactly where RoseJ wants right here to try to get that spike.
And coming in with that nair, just trying to find a follow-up on a down air, but not really able to find the mark. And Bugs still missing the mark. mirrorman and RoseJ having a bit of a struggle. The side air is going to be enough though, and the megaphone finds the mark as well. The damage has been done to the red team, but they even it back up.
The megaphone really showing how those words definitely hurt. It's not just the word bubbles, as you can see the lasso coming in and sneak its way, trying to hit RoseJ away. mirrorman has been doing a really good job though at helping with the repositioning with these underground tunnels that he just uses right there before actually going right back in.
Playing perfectly to what this team dynamic has been. They've been real talkative about being the best, in that megaphone being one case, and they're getting damage racked up, but only in the lower 30s. They can't afford to let Velma try and scrap too much. RoseJ, even though they've been able to get away with it, you're going to get caught pretty soon by a straight up air that could possibly knock you out.
Oh, especially when you get bounced up with that up air in general, having to avoid not just VoiD, but NAKAT as well, as you see RoseJ losing out on that life.
Forcing him to go low because of the cat's presence off stage. Now 126, one recovery, that could take it out. One up air could take it out. mirrorman has to be super careful here as they're rushing him down.
And that's why mirrorman's playing right behind RoseJ this time around. RoseJ actually forced to take on the reins and playing in the front, even with that tunnel with the repositioning. Understand to hear that mirrorman sees that he's taking a lot of this damage. He has the less cooldowns with a big head, but VoiD and NAKAT now being able to take that. Oh my goodness, they are actually able to adapt after what happened in the winner's bracket.
And they didn't fall into the habit that can happen, chasing down someone there, taking a lot of damage in the process. Velma couldn't hit VoiD in the midst of that. There was no time for RoseJ to line up damage. He was only at 40. So if NAKAT did lose his life in the middle of all of that, you were still going to be at 0 and 40 damage by comparison to Bugs still being 100 plus with everybody on the last life.
The way that VoiD and NAKAT, though, were also not overextending on purpose, like you were mentioning before. Yes, VoiD was going for a lot of those spikes earlier on in the bracket, earlier on in this top 8, because VoiD was able to do that. But the lasso instead from NAKAT to try to be the one thing that helps out with the sweet spot instead of overextending, putting themselves off stage, preventing from getting spiked by the big Bugs down here is so crucial right now in keeping your survivability up.
I think that's a big part of why we saw them go for Velma more often off stage. And then if it was mirrorman, they kind of hesitated and went for stage control to get the knockouts off the top. Because how many times we saw those reversals coming in from mirrorman on that down air like you were just talking about. But this is a big play. Nair to up air, and now a jump is gone. You got to be forced to make your way back in, getting away from that down air from Velma, that was still keeping himself alive.
May get that bracket reset real soon right here with NAKAT and VoiD holding onto that 1 point down. Going to be able to hang out on the other side of the stage. The Rocket going to be able to also cover a good amount of that space while trying to isolate NAKAT.
And Vicky, this is just so crucial on the VoiD and NAKAT if they want to keep this composure, to not let them adjust. Because game 1 in winners finals, they were able to get a very similar victory. Game 2 and beyond, mirrorman and RoseJ made all of the right decisions to make the comeback, and it never turned around from that spot.
Exactly, and RoseJ and mirrorman were able to make some of those adjustments right now, but now it's a matter of having to play out of that disadvantage. Yeah, you got the buff real quick coming in from the Velma, but you can see immediately with mirrorman just getting back into the rocket, trying to prioritize positioning more than anything. Even trying to get a follow-up with that up air, you currently have RoseJ isolated over to the side in a 2v1.
Exactly, you need to isolate that target as much as possible, but they're a very similar situation. They need to do that to Tom and Jerry, but a lot of projectiles being sent off. Good recovery from RoseJ and stalling with the falling up air to make sure that if the cat went out instantly for that down air, it wasn't going to find the mark.
That neutral air attack, or rather that neutral attack in general, right by the ledge, and the snipe with the lasso is going to be huge from NAKAT. Here comes a spike. You have nobody to help you now. The double spike from NAKAT and VoiD to close that life.
You can feel the energy shift sometimes, and the energy is shifting in favor of the blue team. Coming out there, going aggressive, and then NAKAT instantly starting off with a 40+ damage string on the Velma, and it hasn't stopped.
The double rocket to control even more of that space to help him with the cooldown, but the spike now coming in from RoseJ to take care of VoiD.
Good job from RoseJ recognizing that NAKAT over jumped that edge guard, trying to go out there, and it's like, well, that's a free downer, and who was up there already? mirrorman to cover it if you went high too early.
Yeah, it was NAKAT that was off to the side right here with VoiD helping out with his survivability, but he needs to help out NAKAT again. They cannot lose out another life really early.
Yeah, NAKAT, if the cat went upwards, that would have been disappeared, but the rocket in the middle of the scramble, walking away with that knockout onto VoiD.
Go trying to scoop them up with the up air, the lasso to pull him right back in to get the follow-up. Nice amount of damage here. Look at this, 127 onto RoseJ.
And look at how quickly they switched away from RoseJ onto mirrorman to get a double up again. The double ups have been so much better. I feel like they feel way more comfortable in the scramble right now by comparison to that previous set.
Trying to get the follow-up again from the up air here. See 83 already onto NAKAT. He's playing this so passive. He's got the lasso ready and off of cooldown before being able to snipe RoseJ once again.
And right after that snipe, Tom and Jerry, VoiD putting a dynamite over the tunnel, so no way can mirrorman get in quick enough to go help out RoseJ. Match point currently for the blue team, but now match point potentially for the red team as they go all the way up top stage, going out there though with the shield to make sure that VoiD would tank that hit if the up air happened.
Oh, but he's safe. He managed to make it right back to the stage, so gets sent forward again. RoseJ having the opportunity though. VoiD understanding now, trying to get some help. They don't have the shield here in general, but this is the opportunity against mirrorman, and they do it. They go up 2-0.
And went out there using that side air, forcing them to recover high, and then because the rocket was gone, there's nothing to block you. When you see bugs recover that way with the tail, with the ear span, that is a signification that you have no utility for that rocket. Guess what? That's going to be a lot easier to punish you in that spot. Covering them again as soon as he saw the jumps are gone, Vicky, and the dodge, everything you wanted to do was going to be challenged by that side air.
What a way to make these adjustments. Look at the faces though. RoseJ and mirrorman trying to keep themselves composed there. We may have a bracket reset real soon here, Ajax. Match point for NAKAT and VoiD.
A little bit of sweat finally coming off the brow of mirrorman and RoseJ, forcing themselves to have to get recomposed. Remember what we said before? And those who end up on the loser side of bracket have had a greater historical winning percentage in these positions because they're warmed up, they're ready. They've been plowing through the loser side after getting knocked out on an upset, and they are here to potentially force that upset and get into this game number 2, or excuse me, get into this next game with the 3-0.
I love the immediate repositioning there between RoseJ and mirrorman, not only trying to get the grab on the bugs, but the rocket too, so that way you have that projectile on the screen to control some of that extra space. But NAKAT being able to close in this gap has been even more crucial. Gets a down air, can he get it again? Look at the patience and the taunt in between.
Now, according to NAKAT, we were asking, we saw it on Twitter before, he said that those are unintentional, it's just accidentally hitting the D-pad, and if he wanted to do it, he would tactically taunt holding down the button. But that's something he hopefully doesn't come back to cost him at any point in that spot, but right now, very dead even game, Vicky.
Especially with the way that he's been able to snipe with a lot of these important lassos. It's crucial. Now that VoiD is off the stage, though, this is a spike opportunity for mirrorman and RoseJ.
And mirrorman trying to go out there as such and gets it down there, and they're not going to be able to walk on. It gets 2 for 1. That's exactly the type of ratio you're hoping for.
It's a shish kebab that they really wanted in that situation right here, too. As Jerry's out on the screen, here comes a barrel in the tunnel, so that way they could go in for that reposition. But they're doing a really good job at trying to isolate NAKAT and VoiD here. This is why VoiD is stuck over by the other side, almost getting spiked again.
And NAKAT almost finding one off the side there, but RoseJ getting there instantly. NAKAT smartly getting away from that potential side air that could have given them up a 3-life lead.
go. Let's see if he has that other opportunity. He's got the shield and he's got the spike in hand. He's going to be able to shield VoiD at the same time while he's fighting off with mirrorman.
Gonna go ahead and tank that hit, activating the projectile block perk, which both of these teams are currently running to try and mitigate a little bit of that damage from the zoning.
Oh, look at that quick reposition with the tunnel here, too, as the safe drops down, and they're going to be able to hit it in the direction of VoiD.
Oh, my
Who
goodness.
gets hit all the way up. Can the cat land here? He needs to. They are sharking him.
He's only not gone because of attack decay. He's lucky he's still alive at that position. That safe before forcing VoiD into the skies. Similar spot. This could be a double up, though. Did they get him? No. They miss out on downer. The jabs, though, and they just missed because RoseJ gets in.
The fact that mirrorman was able to survive that is insane as the safe comes crumbling down again. Here comes the rocket again.
Whoa.
And VoiD NAKAT, this is the situation here. It is so close between both these players. And they did it! They get the reset! NAKAT was off the stage there too at 131. That could have been so detrimental.
And VoiD signifying in the cat to the crowd. One more set. The crowd lived up. There's the Tony support right there. All the shirts, everybody out here showing some love for this insane grand finals. An answer back in the most dominant fashion. VoiD and NAKAT getting that 3L to get the bracket reset.
Let's go, VoiD. Look at the signs coming up. Amazing artwork right there from Sid, but the crowd is going wild with this bracket reset. Are you kidding me, Ajax? The very first grand final land here for Multiversus at EVO 2022, and it's a bracket reset.
I know we've said it time and time again, but you could not have asked for a better first tournament. Watching all this action play out, mirrorman and RoseJ forced to have to reconsider their approach to this game. They have cruised through literally everyone up to this point. Proclamation of fearing nobody, but that is also a frightening aspect of it itself because it is reset. Gives them a clean slate. They have beaten them before. They can beat them again. That's if they could stop this dominant adjustment from NAKAT and VoiD.
It's just crazy to see how quick it's happened. How quick NAKAT and VoiD were able to take away what they've learned already in the winners finals, have to duke it out in a very intense close set in the losers finals, to then reverse and reset the grand finals here against two players that have been dominating throughout this entire bracket, seeded number 2, RoseJ and mirrorman.
Who would have thought in the year 2022, one of the most intense situations we'd be looking at is Tom and Jerry scrapping with Bugs Bunny in the middle of the stage as we started off the reset of grand finals with VoiD and NAKAT and mirrorman and RoseJ.
And look at this already coming swinging. NAKAT hasn't even taken a lick of damage just yet.
Oh
Still
my
going, by the way.
goodness!
Oh, the pan! All right, I see what you're cooking real quick here, VoiD.
Using the reverse hit of Wonder Woman's up air as well to get that spike back down to the platform. 75 damage unchecked. That happened so quickly to Velma. That is a great way to establish fear in RoseJ, who has not been hit, but that's a free follow-up, missing on the side air, getting the reversal up air, but they get away.
The double rockets coming in on the stage here too, but just like you mentioned, RoseJ's survivability has been insane, but to take that much damage, we may not be able to see the survivability so far in that first life.
And right now we're looking, he's going for the charge down attack to try and catch him, going for projectile. You can absorb those projectiles and that becomes stronger over time with that bracer. So you don't see it too often, but it is a really good call. That's safe, just missing the follow-up onto NAKAT over on the right.
They get the spike follow-up right afterwards. It's a trade for trade though between both of these teams.
And you take that every time you can. If you're in a spot where you were the one who was about to be spiked and your team capitalizes, 94 to 116, very even game once again here, Vicky.
Tries to use the lasso here too. You see NAKAT going all the way deep, but this puts you in a pretty scary opportunity, but you capitalize on that platform, finding RoseJ as he tries to land.
NAKAT's evasiveness to get away from mirrorman in the middle of trying to get the edge guard, and here we go to follow up off the dare into the Jerry shot. That is one of the loops you see in singles, and they're pulling it off here in twos.
Oh, he almost went for the spike again onto RoseJ, which would have been insane. Looking at his life right now, he was only at 29% beforehand.
It is incredible to watch. The adjustments going after the chase dots up on the top, but here we go again. mirrorman trying to get down to the ground, but VoiD making it difficult. Even at 121, he's still chasing.
And he's still able to stay alive. He's got that great health in general here too. He hasn't got a hit just yet. Meanwhile, RoseJ managed to make it right back. Here comes the rocket, so that way you can help out, get right back to center stage.
How do you touch the ground here if you're mirrorman and try to force the initiative? You were the one who needs to take point on damage, and Velma can't really do it right now. There's the side air, finds the mark. They're going after him in the skies. They have one more point to continue this win streak they've had. Up air still not able to take out VoiD.
The fact that VoiD is still alive is insane here, while NAKAT has been doing a lot of that damage here. You can currently see getting the follow-up with the up special, the rocket coming towards NAKAT, actually exploding. Now the follow-up from mirrorman to claim that life.
Oh, mirrorman getting the reversal on the side here, got the wall bounce, so that's going to lead to a knockout in 1 of 41. That's going to get the anti-air onto VoiD. You have to be playing perfectly for mirrorman. He has access to green health to try and help him out here, Vicky.
Oh, the save actually gets the follow-up for RoseJ right there, too. Here comes the words to try to contest him as they try to forcefully land, but VoiD actually getting out of that situation after being sandwiched between both RoseJ and mirrorman.
And now you can't. A lot of defensive resources have been used. The snipe comes in, and VoiD and NAKAT strike again. 4 games straight here in Grand Finals.
4 straight. 4 straight, and taking the first game of a set is always so important to help keep on that momentum throughout the rest of those last 2 games, if you could make it in a clean 3-0.
Can somebody please do me a favor and make fan art of VoiD after he takes a Red Bull and then go into the same like Shaggy Rage mode animation that happens? Because, oh my goodness, we are looking at VoiD Reborn currently in front of us, and NAKAT is built quite literally different. I just don't know how to say it. His movement has gotten so much better. Oh,
no
we're
way.
gonna see the return, the original main, what RoseJ was known for. It's looking like the hover over might be happening. RoseJ originally an Arya main, and one of the best, if not the best in the game at it.
That would be crazy, but to make this adjustment now when you are down a game in this bracket reset, could be risky, but could throw them for a ride because they would not expect it. They've been so prepared for the bugs in Velma. I guess they got what they wanted, Ajax. They wanted to take the Velma and they wanted to take the bugs and toss it in the trash.
Well, here's the trade-off that you get as Arya. You switch up to Arya, and now you get to add that armor break, not only to yourself, but your team. You could use that special to get those free armor hits onto Wonder Woman. And you have great mobility. Trade-off, though, very light. Very easy to get knockouts on. You could get free team combos off the top with that bugs, using the up special to teleport in, get the follow-up off of the knife, and you can teleport towards your teammate. You have to be careful with how often you overextend, though, because characters like Wonder Woman and Tom and Jerry will make you pay for it. The Arya is going to, in fact, be coming out. It has been solidified. Game number 2 here. Velma has gone. The Velma bugs meta, has it been defeated already by NAKAT?
It looks like we found a solution, Ajax. It looks like VoiD and NAKAT have done it. We see the swap up, and you highlighted it perfectly with the downside of Arya in general being a glass cannon, being the lightest character here in Multiversus.
And the perfect stage to do it, Batcave. This is going to lead to some early knockouts from the red team. If they can find it, chasing him all the way, this guy's about to be the first one. No, get down in there at 89. That could have easily been the first one.
But let's talk about the damage output that's already been put onto NAKAT. It's still climbing, almost getting that up air follow-up.
They're trying to touch the ground. It's so impossible. Batcave trying to get the re-volley off the ground, and mirrorman and RoseJ are striking quick and striking fast, putting on damage onto the blue team.
See them try to continue on a lot of this domination right here. RoseJ now making that swap up as he goes zooming goodbye.
The knife was off the side of the stage and he teleported towards it. Wasn't paying attention when the knife was stuck, and that gives them a free one, but the knife is attached to VoiD. Getting in the way, though, is using the shield to tank that hit to prevent the knockout on VoiD.
Letting them know, all right, you know what, you can take that real quick here after making this quick little swap, and NAKAT is actually capitalizing so hard. With the ricochet off of the vehicles off to the side, you can actually do a lot of that extra damage as Wonder Woman.
Yeah, those Batmobiles are viable for everyone to get those re-volley combos. Using the fishing pole to stall. Here comes NAKAT to get the down air. Can they get the frying pan? No, they cover him. But here comes the side air from mirrorman to help protect, and the lasso of truth hits him. I don't know if he's making this back.
Oh, he's still going, but the rocket actually helping him ricochet and actually managing to make it back.
And using that dynamite to stall as well as VoiD, getting that shield up at the right time. NAKAT getting in there in the middle of it. 1 life apiece. That could be disappearing very soon. Everybody deep in that damage meter. You can't afford to take much more as we find the first one.
He sacrificed Jerry, and it's all for a good cause in that situation. See you later. What did I say? Jerry's going to be able to help carry Tom in this situation instead with that spine.
Tom having absolutely no remorse whatsoever for sending Jerry to the blast zone, and Jerry coming back in. Everybody off stage. This is the worst spot. Up air not connecting. Their defense against mirrorman's up airs have been so good. Finally, one finds the mark.
Here we go. Now we're tied a piece here. NAKAT being at 120 is going to be that priority right now for RoseJ and mirrorman, but the way that they're trying to dance around here, despite actually getting that SD with that life here, he tries to get the follow-up with these up airs, but there's a lot of damage coming on.
Both of them trying to use the sneak attack underneath that smoke screen with that tunnel to try and catch them slipping. But here we go off stage, 144. That's going to be an anti-air from VoiD. They can get the dynamite in there. Looking at Arya, you can die right now, and he gets them all the way to the gun, and that's going to be a 2-0 lead. Answering back here. 5 games straight, and VoiD once again saying it, just one more.
One more and you walk away with the first place $10,000 prize and the winners of the very first Multiversus tournament here at EVO 2022. But that's what it is, Ajax. It's one more. It's not guaranteed. Some adjustments have been made, but I'm thinking about the mental because that's so important, especially in a team-based game like this. It's the mental. And even though you're making some of these swaps, you have to think about what you've been doing consistently that has given you the rewards that have put you in this grand finals in the first place.
These two are built to win as champions. NAKAT and VoiD putting the headsets back on. Chat, crowd, everybody watching, are you not entertained? We're watching 5 games straight for NAKAT and VoiD. Mirrorman and RoseJ have to do everything possible to get it back. This could be it. This could be the last game to finish EVO 2022 for Multiversus.
Let's go. Here we go. And off the rip, we're ready with that lasso, setting him up. You know that NAKAT always likes to use that lasso off the rip.
And that's exactly what you need to do, establish dominance early, and they've done exactly that on Batcave. Even with those early knockout potentials from the red team, it is becoming validated, because once they get rid of those Batmobiles, Vicky, it's been becoming way more difficult for them to chase them in the skies.
Exactly, because you don't have that ricochet effect. You can't get that volleyball follow-up in general, but look at the damage output. NAKAT actually trying to cover a jump real quick with a high recovery. Currently, you see that RoseJ is desperately trying to make it back.
And NAKAT stopped the follow-up from that knife as well with that lasso of truth. They're able to just control the space, and VoiD reading the dodge, going there with the up air. Down there comes into a volley off the bottom, and into the up shield. They're controlling everything. They are facing 2 more to finish here and take it all home.
Let them know it's not a speedrun out here, all right? We know that they got that bracket reset. They know that RoseJ and Mirrorman have not taken a single game in this grand final so far.
Not one single drop of blood. Everything has led up to this point where 2 rockets are now on stage at the same time. Might want to dip on out of there.
You gotta avoid that. You gotta do the Slimmy Shade real quick as the upper connects and you lose out that life here. You toss out the pie and evening things up just as quick as RoseJ and Mirrorman.
Going off the side of the stage, getting that side air, striking back, but the double up, that's gonna almost get him. But now you have not many resources and they just sneak through Mirrorman, keeping themselves in the game.
Try to get that trade real quick here too with the rocket coming out. You can bounce off of that to get a follow-up here, but
oh, that's one! That just could be 2! You can't get away! Both of them going off stage. This could be a reversal they're looking for to get them back in the game though, and Mirrorman sneaks his way back through here momentarily.
Mirrorman is at 124. Look at VoiD, look at NAKAT, look at the way that Mirrorman is forced to literally run away, trying to hang out on the rocket for as long as it could. They are
heat-seeking missiles, and VoiD is the one trying to close it out. NAKAT just missing 2. RoseJ doing everything in his power to keep Mirrorman alive. Mirrorman struggling to touch the ground in every way. Up air finds it, and that's gonna be it! VoiD and NAKAT are your EVO 2022 Multiversus champions!
The raw emotion from this team to overcome a matchup that they lost in winners. They didn't give up. They made the adjustments, and look at this. Look at the way that they're feeling. So relieved, so confident. After the delivery that they had, after what NAKAT said in his interview with Sharpie, in such an insane matchup.
The tears are flowing, the rivers are out, you could see it. VoiD feeling very happy about that one. Amazing job from NAKAT and VoiD, getting that W at the end. The crowd out there, big support. You see the Cali crowd, you see everybody putting it out. Let's hear it for the first place champs, VoiD and NAKAT. They proclaimed it, they decided it, and they did it, Vicky. They attacked it, and they shut it down. The Goliath that was the Velma and Bugs team, and they got a 6-0. You know what? That passion right there, that is deserved. Incredible job from everybody involved. Let's go ahead and get it over momentarily to Sharpie to ask everybody how they're feeling in this position.
Call to them first. Okay, everybody. So you all saw the new Evolution champions, NAKAT and CLG VoiD, just straight up run this reset 6-0 straight. Now, last time I started with you, NAKAT. So I'm gonna take it from your teammate. Come on over here. Come here, VoiD. Now talk to me real quick, because the very first thing you did yet again was go straight to that ground. How are you feeling? You told me that you hadn't had an energy drink for a little bit. They're not good. I get it. But right before you went to come play this, as soon as y'all got knocked down to losers, you opened up another can. How are you feeling now that you've won 6-0?
Honestly, I don't know. This might come as a surprise. I'm really happy Mirrorman said that he wasn't surprised he won because I feel like that ignited a fire in me and NAKAT to try as hard as we did. So, yeah.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't have had it any other way.
Let me talk to you real quick. Do not talk trash. That's all I need. Do not talk trash. That's all I need, baby. What did he say? It wasn't possible?
He said he wasn't surprised he won.
Oh, he wasn't surprised? Well, damn, I wasn't surprised for the 6-0. Damn.
Okay, so this is my last question for both of y'all. NAKAT, I know you feeling spicy. VoiD, I know you're feeling excited and accomplished. Do y'all have any words for any other mains out there that may be thinking that these pros don't got it going on? That these EVO champions got a little bit lucky? That wasn't really skill and it was just a really good patch. What do you got to say about that, VoiD?
All I'm saying is this is our first twos tournament, and we didn't use Bugs or Velma.
One thing.
What you want to say, NAKAT?
Apparently, Wonder Woman sucks, but I don't know. That might have been a skill issue.
Well, everybody, a straight 6-0 from a skill issue would be the very first thing that secured these two the EVO Championship title. Congratulations. Now, as we get ready to crown our new champions, please stay tuned because we do have analysis coming straight up.